And here we are! We just had our first Vertumna festival, and here's Tammy. Looks like she has something to say. Tammy almost doesn't notice you approach. She's bent over her hollow palm, intensely taking notes until you get close enough that her ears wiggle and she looks up, surprised. Oh, hello, Solanna, she greets you cheerfully. I'm so sorry, I didn't see you there. You ask her what she's studying, and she flushes pink and tugs on her ears. Oh, I'm not studying, she says. I'm making a list of my friend's favorite things. She laughs a little embarrassed. And, well, you're my friend, Solanna, so what's your favorite color? I like pink. Tammy smiles. Pink is a nice color. I used to like pink the best, but now my favorite is yellow. She notes your answer, then asks you what your favorite dessert is. I like cake. Tammy bounces into place. Yay! Space cake is my favorite too. Tammy carefully notes this as well. Okay, last question. What is your favorite toy? Stuffed animals. Okay, now I know what to get you for your birthday. So what are your favorite things? She presses an index finger together shyly. I like the color yellow and my dolls, and my favorite sweet is cake. Yay! I'm so glad you're here, Tammy. Mushwood! I think maybe I want to spend time with Tammy some more. It's too hot indoors, so you spend all the time outside spraying water at the kids and letting them get absolutely coated in sticky dust. They love to run around throwing buckets of water at each other, at you, and at any adult who comes within throwing distance. Oh hey, I got a super goal of 20 and 3 stars! And now it's late dust again. Tammy! Tammy takes a deep breath of dry, dusty air. I know it's miserably hot out, she says, but you know what? My dad is right. I should be happy that I'm here. You really should, Tammy. After that close call in the creche, I think I'm going to try to make this place feel like home. She nods, putting on a brave face. And that means trying not to be so afraid. I want to do something nice for Mars, Tammy says, fiddling with the hem of her dress, but I don't know what. She just nanoprints whatever she needs. She snaps her fingers. I know! Why don't we ask Auntie Sedent to help us put a spa day for her? Sure, that would be fun. Auntie Sedent has a whole cabinet of nice-smelling soap, lotions, soaps, and scented candles. She lets you choose a few of each and reserves one for the private lounge and 2 rooms for you. Sure, Mars can buy her own lotions, but what she can't buy is the loving servitude of her friends. You help Tammy primp and pamper Mars. She's surprised and a little humbled by the attention and gives you both a genuine hug and thanks. Tammy has good instincts. She always knows what people secretly need, and Mars needed to have something nice given to her instead of having to demand it. Well, I'm glad we were able to humble Mars a little bit. Oh, Cal, you have something to say again. Hold this to your head now, my darling, you hear as you enter the garden looking for Cal. It'll help with the swelling. Cal is sitting with his mother, Auntie Tira, who kneels beside him holding an ice pack to his head. Cal's eyes are a little puffy. He rubs them and sniffs as you approach. Hello, Solanna, Tira greets you with this kind smile. Don't worry, Recalcitrance just took a tumble off something he shouldn't have been climbing. Mom, Cal complains, it wasn't that bad. That does kind of sound like something he'd do. Cal shrugs. I climbed it before and it was fine, he says, not disagreeing with you. It was slippery from all the irrigation misters, that's all. Mom always knows how to make it better, he says with a boyish smile, even if I'm old enough to take care of myself. My brave boy, Tira says, stroking his hair. Thanks for humoring me. She looks over you. Don't let him show off for you, Solanna. Ground-based feats of bravery only for the rest of the day. Cal whines and wrinkles his nose. Tira laughs and wraps him in a big motherly hug, rocking him back and forth. Despite his protests, Cal's eyes close in happiness. He really loves his mom. And I guess maybe today I'll help Auntie Tira keep an eye on him by hanging out in geoponics with him. You spend a bunch of time making rice patties, but they become faded swamps when the rice dies. It's a huge disappointment to your mom, who was sure the rice would be perfect for the warm, wet environment here, but even the hardiest strains spliced with DNA from acidic-tolerant blueberries fail here. Oh no. Okay. Oh, that's 10. Okay. And now it's the wet season again. And more mushwood. Dees. It's pouring rain and everyone's trying to stay dry under the grass roof pelvis. Everyone except Dees. Off in the distance over the wall near the sports ball field, he's definitely sulking. We should tell someone because there's lots of dangers out there. You tell Security Chief Rhett that you saw Dees up to no good around behind the garrison. He's too distracted trying to put buckets under various leaks in the roof to pay you much attention. Thank you, Solanna. I'll check it out later, he says, waving you off. If there's a danger to the colony, one of the lookouts will catch it. You're not so sure. You know Dees. He's very good at hiding when he doesn't want to be found. Yeah, he's also very good at blowing up the walls. Uncle Tonin. Okay, well, he's still there at least. And I think, should I do life science or humanities? I would like to get to the first notch of biology at least. You each pick a native Vertumnan keystone species and prepare an hour-long presentation to the class. You pick the float cow. Cal is excited. He was going to choose float cow too. You end up working together on a slightly longer presentation, which gives Cal time to describe in gory detail all the float cow births he's attended. The class is fascinated. That is really interesting. There. Haha! A super goal of 22 with 3 stars. You're having a terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashing through the walls, unfathomably large. Every part of it's wriggling and moving and searching for something. It tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Faceless. Time shifts to the wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, searching for something. Tears streaking down your dust-covered face as you lift heavy pieces of debris, searching. You wake up shouting, "No!" but your voice is drowned out by the deafening rumble of the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water? It's pouring down from the clouds. You guessed it must be rain, but you have never experienced it before. There's a bright flash from outside, then another crack and rumble. Thunder. It must be a thunderstorm. Still, the early hours of the morning. You've already almost forgotten about your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now and then by the great peals of thunder like footsteps of an angry beast. I might be too scared to even try to get up out of my bed. You cry a little bit and feel better. Weather is scary. Who knows what it will do next? Oh, Tammy. Yep, running around is fun out here. And in the rain, too. Hey, Dad. Your dad puts a little flower out of his bucket and gives it to you. A blossom for my little blossom. He tucks it behind your ear. I'm 99.99% sure this isn't poisonous, but let me know if you get a weird rash or anything. Okay, Dad. And maybe, well, last biology class was pretty interesting, so we'll do that again now. This week in biology class, you're learning about predators and prey. Professor Hal brings up a picture of a hawkeye on the holo projector and asks, who can tell me what special things hawkeyes do when they see a predator? Tang shoots her hand up. They hop away very quickly. That's why we call it a hawkeye. Hal nods. That's true, but not what we're getting at. Tang stammers and looks up, like she can't believe she got something wrong. Hal scans the class again. Anyone else? Solanna? I know that they stomped their feet, but we might have gotten things mixed up with a few other animals from our old memories. You stammer after being put on the spot, and say the first thing that comes to your mind. That might work, Hal smiles, but hot pies don't have wings. He gestures to the picture of one right in front of you on the holo projector. You feel pretty dumb. They thump their feet to warn other hot pies in the area. Then they hop away very quickly. You look over to see Tang smirking at you. You both got it wrong, but she still thinks she's better than you. And 16. And here we are, just 1 month before glow season. I probably want to check on my friends, make sure they're all okay. Tammy peers out the doorway of the lounge, her hand on the doorframe as she regards the colony with some hesitation. Are you sure it's safe out there, Solanna? How can you just run around like that? You're so brave. Well, actually, with glow season getting near, it's not really that safe. And so maybe it'll be best to stay inside. Oh, visit the spa. Oh, there's memories that we could forget now. Well, we're still pretty early on that I don't think forgetting anything on purpose would be a good idea. Most of the kids in the crèche go home at the end of the workday to be with their parents, but some live there full time. Anne's triplets, for example, as well as the orphans from the wormhole crash, and the children whose parents have simply opted to have them raised communally instead. You've heard that orphanages on Earth could be troubled, but here in the crèche everyone is cared for equally. They're lucky, in a sense. In the crèche they have a huge family and so many siblings to play with. You and Tammy are putting two of the crèche kids to bed. Tammy is cuddling up with one of them, reading a book out loud. Tonight's story, Tammy begins, is about a little vacuubot named Litter. One night while Litter was charging, there was a power surge in her charging station. Zap! Tammy tickles the children for emphasis. And the next morning, when Litter woke up, well, instead of cleaning, she decided to go on a grand adventure. Tammy makes this story up as she goes. She has the vacuubot venture all the way out of her geoponics dome to the other side of the colony and meets her cousin bots in engineering, but everything goes wrong and a little vacuubot starts to get scared and lost. After Captain Udicott saves her and brings her back to geoponics, the little vacuubot vows that to never go exploring again and lives happily ever after. Two of the kids are sound asleep. You're good with kids. It's scary out there. We know that from last time. Thanks, Solanna. Tammy blushes. I can't wait to have kids of my own. I want at least 5. Maybe even more than Auntie Seaton said. Auntie Seaton says I could have as many as I want, and she and the other crèche parents will help raise them all together. I think I'd like that. Okay. The days have been getting shorter, with only the yellow sun barely skimming over the horizon. One morning you wake in the darkness and have to check your holopalm to know what time it is. You see a holostream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals, if you can even call it morning. They've named it glow season because, like, everything is crazy glowing out there in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for a month. What's even the point of going out if you can't see anything? It's going to be a long, boring month. I don't know how boring it's gonna be with the attack that's gonna come. You peek out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it, like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The planet must be very close to it now. And out in the jungle, something new is taking place. The plants are flowering, glowing, iridescent blooms, and everything is full of life. There are strange new sounds, long hooting calls and gurgling roars. After Mars's message is a notice from the council warning everyone to stay safe inside. Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back and the gates closed for the month. The tension in the air, as if everyone is waiting for something. We're all in anticipation for what's to come. And I guess we'll just have to see what happens next time.